We are standing in my beautiful root cellar, which I love. Let's call it what it is. It's a mistake. Hands down mistake. It don't pay to be cheap sometimes, tell you that. Oh yeah. Oh, it's a nasty job. I don't like it. This entire job has been awful. Welcome back to the channel, guys. So this evening, we're gonna let you in on a bit of a, I don't know how you want to call that. Let's call it what it is. It's a mistake. Hands down mistake. So, we are standing in my beautiful root cellar, which I love so much. Upstairs is like my workshop part thing. So we'll show you that. So this here is just kind of like massive amount of storage. Well, not massive, it's only 10 by 16. Got a whole bunch of canning stuff in here. That's where the camp gear gets put in the winter. Got my table saw in here, some other odds and ends, and this is my vise. This is where I sharpen my chainsaw all winter long. I got all the screwdrivers and anything you want over there. Anyway, enough about that. That's not why we're here. Let's go back down to the bottom. Okay, so what I was getting at about that it was a mistake was this here. So my walls, I don't know how many courses high I went, all poured solid, there's not rebar in them. Everything like that is absolutely awesome. Love it. What I don't like is I made the mistake of putting sawdust for the ceiling straight from the mill, so it was like kind of damp. And like I'm working and stuff, this was about 3 years ago I think I did this. I put it in sort of damp, and then I couldn't build the floor and the walls and the roof before it rained, so I put plastic on the top to keep any extra water from raining into the sawdust. Well, look at this. So like this is getting to be a problem. So I got that just sliced and I was like, oh yeah, my camera. Anyway, we're gonna take that down. Oh, that's my battery bank down there, by the way. I got 24 rolls batteries under there, all wired together. And this, wow, how is that even possible? This is literally dripping, guys. In the root cellar, it's moist, so the plastic is there to keep any moisture from going in there. But like, that's dripping right out of it. How? Should not be that moist in here. Gosh, darn it. Oh, anyway, let's tear that down. We're gonna get this whole thing airing out. So I gotta wait for, okay, I got it all out of here. Then I gotta wait for the whole floor to dry out before I try and re-insulate that with something else. I'm probably gonna go the spray kit. So let's get to it. I guess I gotta remember to hit record, eh? Gosh darn it. Some spots are way worse than others. Weird. Guys, look at this. This is bad. Man, this is so bad. I knew it was getting bad, but like, dang, gum. Look at this. A joist. I knew it was getting bad. But that there, I can't believe this. Yikes. Guys, it don't pay to be cheap sometimes, tell you that. Okay, I got the Sawzall. I gotta cut around where the wires come down with the solar. Just gotta cut the 1x4, that's all. Gotta plug my drain right down here on the floor. Got my drain in case there's too much water that comes in here in the spring or something. Gotta get that full of sawdust if I don't get that out of there. Hope I don't get whacked in the head by one of these. Oh, in my boots. Guys, I don't even know what to tell you about this. It's just so disappointing that this didn't work. Oh, wow. So that plastic right there, even though it might have rained in my floor, so like I cut it, look, you can see upstairs right there. So you'd think that would air out, but it doesn't. If I'd left this until next year, I probably would have had to rebuild this whole thing. What a mistake. I don't like it when stuff doesn't go to plan. I think we got everything mostly cleaned out of all the cavities. I'm gonna go get the leaf blower. See if we can clean this up any more than this. It's a nasty job. I don't like it. Guys, I'm a mess. Guys, we should actually clean off our batteries. That's all down underneath there. Ay, ay, ay. If you haven't noticed that it's kind of late in the day, it's definitely after work for Ed. So, this cannot stay like this overnight, so we better unbury that thing. It's supposed to be a root cellar. You'd think it'd be cold. Instead, it's just hot, sweaty, and wet. Okay, guys. Well, I think that's it for tonight. Just gonna put my tools away. I'm gonna go get showered up. Oh, probably tomorrow we'll see if we can get the dump trailer over here and unload all that sawdust into it. So we'll see you tomorrow. Okay, guys. So we got the truck. Dump trailer hooked up to the truck, so we're gonna get all of our sawdust thrown out of there into the dump trailer, and then we'll go dump that over the chicken coop, and we'll use that for something over there. Now, the boys have been working at it a tiny little bit, but there's a stupid amount of sawdust in here still. Oh boy, this sucks. Yeah, there's a tornado warning here. It's near Sudbury, Ontario. Not good. Hope that doesn't amount to anything. Yeah. It's very not windy outside right now, but it is humid like crazy and is really warm. Wow, can you guys see anything? What the heck? Man, it's getting dark outside. Oh, it's getting dark. Move the radio. Move the radio, eh? Starlink's not even working. Wow. I guess we'll go in there if we're gonna die. Oh, here comes the rain. Oh, there goes the lightning. Guess we should shut the solar system off, eh? I told you it was getting dark. Holy, look at that. If we start to see hail, then I'll be worried. Okay, so we disconnected the solar system from everything there in case of electricity storm, like, lands real close. My dad had a piece of equipment fried, and that was really unfortunate, so that's not great. So I shut the whole house down. Gonna take out a couple of the boards so that the air actually flows through the building from the door and then goes up and out. Because we want this to dry out as quickly as possible so that I can buy my spray kit and get this sprayed and get this job over with. We are going to cut along here. I want that set real deep, about 1 inch. I'm gonna run this along here. Okay, and what you see there is our arch enemy. Gosh darn it. You literally can feel a breeze there, guys, so that's gonna create a draft through there. Wow, that guy's not too happy. But yeah, now we're just gonna let that air out for a while, like probably 2 to 3 weeks, a month maybe. I want everything dry, because when I spray it, that's it. Yeah. So we'll see you guys when that's all done, back with spray foam. All right, good morning, guys. We are back at the root cellar job this morning. So I don't know if it was June or July when I was doing this. Oh my goodness, it has been some time. We are around November 21st now. We got freezing temperatures outside. Like the whole lawn's frozen, stuff is getting cold. We are back at the root cellar job. I cannot put this off any longer. Okay, so, the propane heater's been running in there all night long to make sure it's warm in there. Ooh, that is so full of gases. I better go in and shut that off. Give me a second. Oh, that stinks in there. So bad. We're gonna have to let that door open for a while. I got a mask. I do have a mask. A big face mask for doing the foam. Super important. So we bought ourselves a spray foam kit. Let's go see that inside the house and get that thing rigged up. Okay, so we have our part A and our part B tanks. Our gas mask. Do not do this without this. You could die. And there's the hose that's gonna connect everything. So we're gonna put this in our wagon over here so I can move it around, and I'm gonna put insulation around it because this is supposed to be warm to do this. So I've had this sitting beside the stove for a day and a half. We're gonna wrap this with insulation because outside's cold. They want you to spray 21 Celsius warm indoors. Wow, out there is below freezing. So I gotta keep this as warm as possible until this job is finished. All right, so that's gonna go on there like that. And just to keep the top from getting so aired out, we'll throw this sheet over here. All right, we'll see the root cellar. Okay, first things first, we're gonna put this on so that we don't die down in here. So this is gonna be our nozzle. I don't know if you can see the end on that. It's got like a slit in it. That's gonna be for spraying back and forth. If it was a hole, you just fill cavities with it. Okay guys, here goes nothing. Got the 2 tanks hooked up. That's from the line there. Got my nozzle on it. And that's what we're gonna spray with. Just gonna cover this back up. Well guys, I am not too impressed with this kit, I tell you. Feel like I did a pretty good job trying to get this kit warmed up. It's not warm in here by any means, but man, it is not covering near what I wanted it to. Kind of disappointed.
like this here. I'm spraying this twice because it didn't hardly puff up at all. It's just so dumb. My conditions for doing this are very substandard. Like ideally you'd want to do this inside of a house or something when you got it right nice and warm in there. I'm worried about the carbon monoxide from my heater, so I don't have it running. Time will tell if this was adequate enough to insulate this root cellar. It's not what I was expecting and hoping for at all. I was really expecting, because this is supposed to cover 1,000 square feet. This is a 160 square feet shed. I was hoping to fill the 2x6 cavity completely with this. Oh, man. But it doesn't look like that's setting too good on that conch. Over here, it's okay. Looks okay there, but that not so much. I think I better just put that up in the rafter somewhere. I think the mix is getting pretty substandard. Well, that is over. I'd say I'm probably 20% out of 100% satisfied. Look at that. Like, it's like liquid. So not only did I make a mistake of putting sawdust in there, I was dumb enough to wait till this time of year to do it just because I wanted to do other things and I used money for doing other stuff, and now we're stuck with this subpar job. This entire job has been awful. So don't insulate your root cellar with sawdust and don't do a spray foam kit in the cold. Okay guys, this excursion is not over. Ed is not happy with that job at all. So, back from the store, because a 2-inch rigid foam sheet of plywood for something else. We're gonna nail that up on the ceiling and that's gonna seal off everything real nice. The rest of our spray foam is gonna help that out, I guess. Can't let this be quite that substandard for this winter. I want that to be done quite well. So, gonna get that nailed up there and then we'll finish that. So this insulating job will have cost me $1,900. Isn't that terrible? There's a reason I didn't do this when I built the root cellar. The root cellar before the insulating, I think, cost $2,500. So I didn't want to do it then. Wish I would have. At least this stuff's light as a feather. We're gonna mark on the wall where our joists are. That's nice. Okay, yeah, stop playing with that. The stuff's fragile. It's dumb. Dumb, fragile stuff. All right, here's our starter. Go here. Oh yeah. Well, you couldn't have fit that better if you wanted to. All right, we got another fancy cut along there. Get in behind the electrical thing over there. Goodness. Okay guys, we got all the foam installed. That is looking pretty darn nice. Take a gander. All right, that fit pretty well, right? Okay, so I'm gonna run in the house, get my Sika can of foam. So that's gonna seal the bead all along. I left room to put the foam up in there so that it actually has somewhere to expand and seal the joint. Okay, here's our foam gun. So guys, if you don't already know, the little nipple at the end, just don't take your can off. And it lasts like that for like 6 months. Then you just clean the tip and then you can just use it again. Well, that's a wrap for this video, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you guys learned a thing or two and what not to do in cold weather and versus sawdust. And just none of that stuff is good. Thanks for watching. We'll see you real soon. Have a good one.